tuning in. It's rained all week. It's been cold, windy, and rainy. This is the first day this week that I've had a chance to fish. Not gonna have any rain, but the cold and wind remain. So I expect the fishing to be tough. But I should be able to figure something out. Stay tuned. Time. The old jig strikes again. I'm missing a claw. That's a 1.5 pounds, solid fish. Boy, they're not turned on today. That was a subtle bite. Just barely felt just one little tick, and that was it. Always good to get that first fish in the boat, though. Hey now. Had one hit it. He still got it. That's just a little one. He might be 12 inches. I'll take it. 2 fish to start off the day. This jig's still working. Of course, the jig will work all winter long. So I'm back in a creek. It started on that side of the creek. The wind is blowing this way. So I've caught 2 fish on this side. So the wind will position these fish on these points. So that tells me that the wind blown side is where I want to be. Yeah, there he is. Feels like a small one though. He just didn't hit it like a big one. Looks kind of a humpback looking fish. He's about 12-13 inches. Didn't think he felt very big. Good to get bit though. I'm glad to get anything on a cold, nasty day like today. So only 3 fish so far. Pretty slow. But I am out here. I mean, it might be 33, 34 degrees. And the wind is really just whipping. I'm thinking I'll hook up with a good one here in a minute. Alright, that's more like it. That's a solid 1.5 pounds, maybe 1 3/4 pounds. Good fish. Caught that fish out of 30 feet of water. I like it. With any luck, there'll be a few more. Another 1.5 pounds, not bad. Fishing is very slow today. Very slow. I'm having to finesse fish them. I got 8-pound test, a little homemade hair jig. And these fish are way out on a deep point. I'm sitting in 29 feet of water right here. That's 2 fish off the same point, so I'm hoping there's a school of them. Oh boy, I can see them on my fish finder. Yeah, I may be onto something. There we go. Just way out in 30 feet of water. Another 1.5 pounds, or they all seem to be about the same size. Okay, that's 3 off the same point. So basically, a jig head and a small fluke, like a tiny fluke, or any minnow imitation will do the same thing as what I'm doing. Bucktail jig. One good thing is there's only one other boat out here. It's nasty cold and the wind is really blowing. What happens is these fish will chase bait up on the point and they'll keep on moving. Very deep. Oh. Okay. Caught a leaf fish. I don't think a lot of fishermen fish for these deeper fish. which is a mistake, I believe. So what I'm going to do is leave these fish alone for a while. A lot of times I'll catch them like that. They'll shut down on me. I'll go fish somewhere else. A little bit later I'll come back and fish them again and catch them again. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Another 1.5 pounder. It's just finding the points, and now I'm having to finesse fish them, but it's a blast. I love doing it. I'm not catching a whole lot of fish, but I've done pretty well considering it's such a nasty, raw, cold day. That wind will have these fish pushed up shallow, because that's, you know, the bait is going to be pushed up shallow as well. Although most of the bait I'm seeing is deep, but your little shoreline minnows and everything are going to be right in there shallow. Now, I just saw some fish on my fish finder out here at about 16 feet of water. Oh, he came off. Darn it. I must have not got a good enough hook set on him. That kind of felt like a striper. A little bit smaller. Fun. I'm telling you, this is not easy fishing. That's probably what I missed earlier, is a smaller one. So I'm just bouncing my little hair jig across the bottom, across this point. You really got to pay attention, because the wind is blowing so hard, it's hard to feel the bite. Hey, thanks for tuning in to part 1 of today's fishing extravaganza. Ended up doing pretty well. This time of year, fish will school up on points. And I caught them on several different points out deep, schooled up. So I ended up catching a lot of fish. So I'm going to have to split it into 2 different episodes. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for tuning in. Give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Click the notification bell so you can be notified when there's a new episode. Come back and fish with me next time.